2025 at 6 p.m. at the Ernest Ray Education Center. Ms. Vickers, could I have a roll call?
Mr. Danny Parkerson,
Present.
Mrs. Megan Moore,
Present.
Mr. Jason Miller,
Present.
Mr. Eric Irvin,
Present.
Mr. Jim Bashirs,
Present.
Mr. Alan Hayes,
Present.
Chairman Sean Tubbs.
Present. We did have one person to sign up for public comment. If you can, state your name, your district.
Hello. My name is Clint Hall, and I reside at 139 Chestnut Oak Avenue in District 3 in Smithville. And I'm here in my personal capacity today speaking as a taxpayer of DeKalb County. And I appreciate the opportunity to address you today. First, I want to congratulate Miss Amanda Goodwin on being named the Teacher of the Year. She's a very talented and dedicated professional and very deserving of the award. Secondly, I want to wish all the teachers a happy Teachers Appreciation Week and all the nurses a happy Nurses Week. They put their heart and commitment into their job, and I want them to know their hard work does not go unnoticed. I want to address a timely issue before the board today. At the April board meeting, I was deeply concerned there was a discussion about not giving teachers in DeKalb County the $2,000 bonus that the state legislature and governor appropriated to them in the Education Freedom Scholarship Act of 2025. Our teachers deserve the bonus, and I hope you will reconsider that discussion. I was also disappointed to see that the discussion about whether to give bonuses to DeKalb County teachers was tied to inaccurate public comments from a local school employee and an erroneous resolution from the board. The truth is that many of your constituents, like me, support school choice. It wasn't a perfect law, but it was a major step for freedom and a positive development for Tennessee children. The reality is, many public schools, just like the ones here in DeKalb County, don't work for every student. Need look no further than the growing number of homeschooled children in DeKalb County and the increased enrollment of private schools in DeKalb and surrounding counties. I fully support using my tax dollars to serve as scholarship for parents and students to attend the school of their choice. And I also fully support our public schools and ensuring they have the resources they need to achieve positive results. You see, the two aren't mutually exclusive. Contrary to some opinions, you can support public schools, private schools, and homeschoolers, and respect the choices that they make. I also don't think the school board wants to go down the slippery slope of which funds to accept and reject from the state or other resources. Those decisions create precedents that can be difficult to defend to your constituents. But I'm not here to debate the merits of a law that was passed in January or tell you how to accept funds. Rather, I'm here to ask the school board to consider a win-win for everyone involved. Let's put the games aside and go beyond what the legislature appropriated. In addition to the $2,000 bonuses for DeKalb County teachers that are paid for by the state, I think the board should also give bonuses to support staff and other school system employees so that EAs, dietary workers, maintenance workers, office staff, and others are rewarded for their hard work. This can easily be paid for out of the fund balance. After all, the school funds and the state funds are all taxpayer money, and I can think of no better use than to reward the hardworking teachers and staff of DeKalb County Schools with this bonus. As I wrap up my comments, I again want to thank you for the opportunity to speak today and for your service on the school board. Being an elected official is not an easy job. I commend you and ask that you consider my suggestions and keep the main thing, and that's educating and preparing our students for life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
If there's no one else, the first order of business are the consent items. They are as follows. Item A is the agenda. Item B is the approval of minutes from the April 10th, 2025 regular monthly meeting. Item C, approval of the GP 141 budget amendments. Item D, approval of voluntary pre-K application awarded 4 classrooms. Item E, approval of occupational therapy contract with Elizabeth Reeder for the 25-26 school year. Item F, approval of partnership with LBJ and C Head Start. Item G, approval of Tamara Beckman, CPA, audit school internal funds. Item H is approval of 142 budget amendments. Item I, consider and act on DCHS FBLA fundraisers for National Convention. Item J is to consider and act on use of NES gym for National Day of Prayer. Item K, consider and act on DMS hosting UCA camp July the 21st through the 23rd. Item L, consider and act on approval of Kids Heart Challenge at SES. And item N, consider and act on use of DCHS parking lot for Live and Let Live fundraiser. Are there any items anyone wishes to have further discussion or wishes that we may pull? If not, do I have a motion for an approval?
I make a motion, we approve.
I have a motion made by Mr. Hayes. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Miller. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Item number 2 is to consider and act on a bid for DeKalb Middle School walls.
We've been going down this road for a long time, trying to figure out ways to enclose all the classrooms at DeKalb County Middle School. And I want to give thanks to Aaron and his team and our architects for working and doing their due diligence to get this process to where it's at today. We did get one bid that came in at $400,000. And then, there's some contingency, which, one thing that we said, we've got to have these walls completed by the start of school next year. And so we're needing to act on this so that we can tell them tomorrow we're a go and they can start ordering supplies to get this project underway.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Parkinson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Irvin. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Need a roll call vote on this since it deals with money.
Mr. Jim Bashirs,
Yes.
Mr. Allen Hayes,
Yes.
Mr. Danny Parkerson,
Yes.
Mr. Jason Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. Megan Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Eric Irvin,
Yes.
Chairman Sean Tubbs.
Yes. We have 7 yeses, and that motion passes as well. Item number 3 is to consider and act on resolution.
I'd like to make a comment first.
Okay.
Before anybody takes a vote, and I appreciate Clint's comments. The one thing that I do want to say is, by accepting the resolution, it doesn't mean that you're agreeing with all the law. But it is money that is in place for our educators. I've said from the beginning, if the voucher program was equal across the board, I would have not had any problem with it. We expect our teachers to be licensed. We expect them to go through observations. We expect them to test our students with a state test and to be successful in those state tests. We are a public education and we accept all students, and all students get tested. All I've always said from the beginning is fairness across the board for everybody to be on the same playing field when we're looking at private versus public education. With that said, I appreciate the money that's come for the voucher, but I disagree with how it's come about. To say that some educators get the bonus and some educators don't, to me, as Clint said it perfect. Everybody should get money from this. We can't open a school without the buses running in the morning. We can't open a school without cafeteria start cooking breakfast and lunch. We can't do things without our educational assistants, our bookkeepers, our secretaries, our maintenance. If I'm leaving somebody out, I apologize, but we can't do it without the whole team. It's not one should get money and we leave somebody out. And looking at what we got from the state, we would be leaving out probably around 30 people with a license. But I agree with Mr. Clint. I think we should cover that in our budget. And I think that the non-certified should get a bonus as well. And that's where I'm at with this. I'm not saying that I agree with vouchers, but the money's there. Let's take it.
I make a motion that we accept this resolution.
I'll second.
Motion made by Megan and a second by Mr. Miller. Any further discussion? I need another roll call, please.
Mr. Danny Parkerson?
Yes.
Mr. Alan Hayes?
Yes.
Mr. Jim Bashirs?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Irvin?
Yes.
Mrs. Megan Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Jason Miller?
Yes.
Chairman Sean Tubbs?
Yes. That motion carries. Item number 4 is to consider an act on the 2025-26 budget, GP budget, food service budget.
You have 4 budgets that I presented within the workshop. Each one of those budgets had the different things with increases for insurance and increases for textbooks and different items that's got our budget. And it's growing. So you have the 4.
Anyone? I'll make a motion that we adopt option number 4.
I'll second that.
Second on Mr. Irvin. Any further discussion? Let's have another roll call vote, please.
Mr. Jim Bashirs?
Yes.
Mrs. Megan Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Alan Hayes?
Yes.
Mr. Jason Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Irvin?
Yes.
Mr. Danny Parkerson?
Yes.
Chairman Sean Tubbs?
Yes. We have 7 yes. That motion carries. Item number 5 is the personnel report from the Director of Schools.
We have 2 teachers that have turned in their retirement papers, Mr. Gary Kaplinger and Mr. Mike Crockett. And we want to wish them a happy retirement.
You do.
Okay. Does any board member have any other business that may properly come before the board? If not, to have a motion that we adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Miller, second by Irvin. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This meeting is adjourned.